Okay, welcome back. And I know I've been gone for a while. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the questions I got, and it's about this and call site and how you know what the value of this is. Instead of going over the whole list of what this is, I'm just going to go over how you determine the value by call sites. And the prereq is know what this is, kind of. Here's a very basic function definition that console.logs this. If I call this globally, you see we get the window object. All right, now, if I do const obj is equal to an object, and this object has hi as the key, and then passing in the function definition as the value. Okay? So now, what happens if I do console.log? Actually, I don't even need to do console.log. obj.hi. What do you think we're going to get? We're going to get the object, which we know, but why is that? Well, look at line 9. This is the call site. When something is returning the this keyword, JavaScript looks to see if there is a dot. If there's no dot, it's going to be global no matter what. If there's a dot, hey, is the thing next to it an object? Yes, it is. Which object? It's this object with a hi in it. That's why we see this. Okay, now, let's prove something else. Let's do const, let's call this test1, and we're going to set this variable equal to obj.hi. So we're setting the function definition itself inside a variable. So now if I call test1, we actually see the window object and not the hi object. Why? Because line 10 is the call site. There is no periods, there's no dots, even though test1 is directly referring to obj.hi. JavaScript's engine doesn't care. It says, there's no dot. All right, I'm going to return the global object, which is this. The only way that we can override is by using apply, call, bind, or the new keyword, right? So now down here, if I do test1.call, passing in name, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And you're going to see that it's now referring to the object that we just called. Okay. So using call, apply, bind will override the call site default behavior. Okay. And understanding this will allow you to understand some other things like this. Now, if you have something like console.log, you can do things like const.log is equal to console.log itself, right? And then you can do something like log, blah, 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 and it works. But if you do things like const.doc is equal to document.query selector, and then down here, let's do console.log, doc, and then let's select the body. You're going to see that it says illegal invocation, but these look very legal and there's no errors on the left. Why is that? It's because document is an object and the query selector method internally has the this keyword, and query selector only works if the this keyword is pointing to the document variable object itself. But once you assign it to a variable and you call it here, JavaScript sees no dot. So then query selector's this keyword points to the window object, which does not work. That's why you get an illegal invocation here. But if you do .bind, so we're going to bind this to the document itself and see what happens. See, now it works because now the this keyword inside query selector will always point to the document object. See, everything works. Okay, I hope that was helpful.